Welcome back to They Reminisce Over You. I'm Christina.
And I'm Miguel. So today we're dropping another one of our B-side episodes. If you're not familiar with the B-sides, it's one of our smaller bite-sized episodes of something that we wanted to talk about, or we had some extra audio from another episode left over, but we want y'all to hear it.
So this episode is leftover from our Gogo Jason Waterfalls episode where we talked about problematic lyrics, misheard lyrics. It was a pretty long episode, so we decided to cut it. But there are some gems in there, so we wanted to bring this back as a B-side.
This is the B-side. So this next one, the songwriters are trying to convince the world that the song isn't about what we think it is, and it's Oops, Oh My by Tweet. Now, I know what I think the song is about. I'm sure you think the song is about the same thing.
There goes my shirt up over my head.
Oh my. Yeah, so for 20 plus years, we have all thought that this song is about, you know, just diddling yourself. Right? Just getting a little happy with yourself. But in the past few years, both Tweet and Missy have said, no, it's not about that. It's about Black love and being proud to be a Black woman.
And loving yourself.
And loving yourself, which she is actually doing in the song. She's definitely loving herself.
Tweet said she got the idea after watching an episode of Oprah.
Yeah.
Where a doctor advised that everyone should take a look at themselves naked in a mirror, and this would help foster self-acceptance.
You know what? I believe her when she says that.
But she also said Devante told her that sex sells, and that's why she wrote it that way.
So, Miss Charlene Keys and Melissa Elliott, y'all need to stop it and tell us the truth about what the song actually is.
Well, see, I mean, it works because she said it's about self-love, and it is about self-love.
It sure is about self-love.
However you take it, it's about self-love.
Because Tweet says, I looked over to the left, and what does Missy say? I was looking so good, I couldn't reject myself. I looked over to the left. I was looking so good, I had to touch myself.
You know what Missy likes to sing about?
Yes. Come on. You want me to believe this? Stop it. Stop it.
Well, however you want to take it, I guess the theme remains.
Yeah. But I know what I'm going with. But one thing that's not a question, that's a top 5 Timbaland beat.
Yeah, it's a good beat. It's a good song. That whole album is good, actually. You know, I always complain about people calling things underrated that aren't underrated, but this album, I would say, is underrated.
I haven't listened to it in so long that this is the only song I remember.
You should re-listen to it.
So I will do that.
It's got a little bit of everything. Like, whatever mood you want, she's got a song for it. Because there's some melancholy stuff, there's some mid-tempo stuff, and then there's the Oops Oh My.
You know what? I'll check it out over the weekend.
She's got an Oops Oh My, and then she's got a smoking cigarettes at night.
After the Oops. Stop it. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on here.
Well, there's another one that I re-listened to yesterday.
Okay.
And also, you sent me a link of someone performing this at a wedding.
Yes.
This woman's work, which is, well, I know when I think of this woman's work, I think of Maxwell. But it's originally
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush. Okay, so I think you can come at this from two ways because I think it's a little different. If you know it as a Kate Bush song, then you definitely know what the song's about. But if you know it as a Maxwell song, most people think it's like a love song, and that's why it's performed at weddings.
Yeah, I can get why someone would want to perform this at a wedding.
Because it sounds...
Or special
really
occasion,
nice.
anniversary, something where you're trying to feel good about things. But it ain't that.
It ain't that at all.
It is not that.
And the thing is, I never knew what this song was about, too, because I came into it knowing it as a Maxwell song.
Same.
But even then... just the words, again, is one of those things where you sing along, but you're not necessarily paying attention to all the lyrics. But this one, even when you do look at the lyrics, is not as obvious as like Saving All My Love for You.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Kate Bush specifically wrote this song for like an 80s movie called She's Having a Baby.
Yes.
And the song was specifically written for the scene where she's in labor and she might die.
And the baby.
And her and the baby might
Yes.
die. So her husband is like, he's kind of just thinking back about their lives because he's like, oh my God, she might die. So he's thinking about all the things that I said I should have said, but I never said, which are the lines in the song. So the song is about death or possible death.
Yes.
So it's not a romantic song.
At all. But if you listen to like give me these moments back, give me that little hand, give me that little kiss.
Yes. Because I initially wrote in my notes, this doesn't even sound like a love song. And then I crossed out love because like, oh no, it's a love song.
It is.
It doesn't sound like a wedding song.
Right.
It's definitely a love song.
It is.
Because he's already like pre-missing her, if
Yes.
that makes sense. But the lyrics that stand out to me in the Maxwell version that I used to kind of just sing along with was like, I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I can't stop thinking of all the things I should have said that I never said. To me, I don't want that at a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, Maxwell literally has a song called Matrimony.
Go with that one.
Matrimony, maybe you. It's not, the Matrimony song doesn't sound quite as, I guess, romantic because it's like a mid-tempo song.
Yeah, it's just the way he's singing it makes it seem like maybe we should play this at a wedding.
Yeah, but it even, like I said, the lyrics aren't as clear as some of the other songs, but the lyrics that are there, like I said, it's a love song, but I would say it's more of a funeral song than a wedding song.
Yes, exactly.
It's a you might die and I'm already missing you song.
Yeah, you and my baby.
Yeah.
So I think that shouldn't be on the list for weddings moving forward.
But everyone at that wedding loved it, though.
They did. Yeah. I've seen it at a couple weddings.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if it just, like, I'm not, like, a huge believer in, like, karma and bad luck and all this stuff, but I also don't want to play with it. So,
just in case.
Yeah, so I don't know about singing a song about maybe losing your wife and child at a wedding. Like, you don't want that kind of hanging over you just in case. Just in case.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, if you're hell-bent on singing a Maxwell song, go with Matrimony.
Or just do Closer.
Gotta get closer.
No, don't do Closer.
Not that one. Well, since we mentioned it, in the Unplugged Maxwell album, I didn't know this was a 9 Inch Nails song.
Yeah, it is.
But he did a cover of 9 Inch Nails' Closer. Now I know. And again, I mean, I guess this makes sense because the first line is like, I want to desecrate you. And I'm just like, la, 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 not paying attention. He turned this 9 Inch Nails song into a church song, basically.
Yes.
So it started off as very like, I don't know, how do you describe it? Like, ooh, baby, can't help myself.
It was real funky.
Funky, yes. And then at the end, he turned it into like
it went
church.
To church.
And it's a 9 Inch Nails song.
Because I remember you were listening to it because I had never heard his version before. And you were listening to it, and I'm like,
this song sounds familiar.
I know these words, but this ain't the song. And then as it kept going and they started doing the Gotta Get Closer part, I was like, oh, this is 9 Inch Nails.
And here I am, never paying attention to, I want to desecrate you, because he's singing all up-tempo and shit, not the way 9 Inch Nails sing it.
And he did change some of the lyrics to make it a little less vulgar.
Just barely, though.
Yeah, but still, the important part he changed.
He kept the desecrate you in there, though.
He did, but there's another line that he took out.
Okay.
There is one that's like, hey. So he took that one out.
Which, isn't this also the song for the opening theme of Seven? Oh, no, I think Seven did like a slight rewrite. For Seven, they did a little rewrite of it.
Yeah, it's not the same of the one that I'm talking about, but it's similar.
Yeah, but basically, it's the kind of song that could be the opener for a movie like Seven.
Yeah.
And Maxwell turned it into a funk church song.
Right. They're doing like church claps at the end of it. Mm-hmm. And this is a song that was played in a movie where someone's head ends up in a box.
What's in the box?
So.
Spoiler.
That movie's like 30 years old. I don't think I need to put a spoiler tag on this one.
All right. So there's another one. You know what? Technically, I wouldn't say it's the song itself isn't questionable.
It isn't.
But I think our behavior to the song is questionable.
That's the questionable part
Yes.
is how we react to it.
Right. But at the same time, they shouldn't have put that damn beat on it. So we're talking about Gypsy Woman
Yes.
by
Crystal
Crystal Waters.
Waters.
She's homeless and she stands there singing for money. La da dee.
So
Damn beat.
just like Whitney Houston and the Commodores, I never listened past the first couple lines.
Yeah, but you were singing along to She's Homeless.
No,
know
I
you were
wasn't.
singing. You
No.
weren't singing She's Homeless?
I never heard the She's Homeless part until a couple years ago.
No way.
Yes, way. Completely missed it. So that's why I'm saying
La-da-dee. That's
that
all you were thinking about.
there's
La-da-dee,
possibly
la-da-da.
certain frequencies that only people of a certain age could hear, because I didn't hear any of the homeless part until a couple years ago.
I saw this interview with her where she was like, same thing. She was like, she was concerned people weren't trying to hear her message. So when they did like an additional pressing of the single, they changed the title to Gypsy Woman, She's Homeless.
To reinforce that
Yeah,
point.
in parentheses so that you would see like she's homeless.
We didn't see any of that.
But she put it like, I'm not really a big house fan, but that song goes hard.
Yes. I don't do house and dance music much either, but
that song comes on and we're all moving.
there was a run of songs in the early 90s to the mid 90s that were just like this. That just make you want to bop to it and not pay attention to the words. She could have been saying all sorts of Nazi shit in the song, and I wouldn't have heard it. All I hear is la da dee da da da.
And then in the video, they have like a theatrical homeless lady.
I don't even remember.
Oh
the
yeah,
video.
but it's spliced in between these men dancing their asses off.
Right.
So it's just like you're just like, I get it, she's homeless, but I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
See, I just remember
You gotta watch the video.
the song being a bop,
Mm-hmm.
and Kim Wans doing it on In Living Color.
Right.
But I don't remember anything else about the song and her being homeless.
You
or
gotta watch the video.
the woman in the song being homeless.
Like I said, it's a very theatrical. The homeless lady's wearing like a mask. But she's, sleeping on a bench and whatnot. But like I said, spliced in between is, all that 90s sweaty dancing,
Just people
jumping
grooving.
around and stuff. Yeah, like, it's a lot.
Yeah, I blocked all the lyrics out and remembered nothing about it.
Homeless as she stands there singing for money.
That's all I remember.
La-da-dee.
Completely missed it.
It's
But
about
it is. There's one that my mom used to play all the time because she loves Stevie Wonder. And Stevie got a few songs in his catalog where it's like, damn, man, your life is rough. Like, always writing these I'm looking for love type songs, and I can't find the right one. And the way he writes these songs are so beautiful. And then he writes other songs where he's just an ass. And this is one of those songs. It's called Go Home.
Go home, Roger.
Go home, Roger, basically. And yeah, he's just singing about this woman who loves him, wants to do everything for him. And he's like, go home.
But I kept saying, girl, you're wrong. Go home.
The chorus starts, she only wanted to be close to me, to give me the love she knew someday I'd need. But I keep saying, girl, you're wrong. Go home. Go home? She's trying to give you love, and you're like, I don't think so. I'm good.
I did not know this song until you introduced it to me. And I'm so confused because it sounds like it's also a cautionary tale.
It could be seen that way.
So is it like, because the first verse was her parents said, girl, don't leave home.
Because they know he ain't shit.
So I'm like, is this a cautionary tale of like, you should listen to your parents, you should pick better men? Like,
I think it's
I'm
one
a
of
little
those,
bit confused.
you need to make better choices because I ain't shit. Because you get to the third verse and he basically says that, like, my life is falling apart. You know who I need right now? That girl to come back. I need her over here, but she gone now. So what am I going to do?
Girl, you're wrong. Go home.
Go home.
Go home right now.
Yes. Like, you don't need to be over here with me. Go home.
So he knew he ain't shit, but
Yes.
okay.
And like I said, in the third verse, he confirms it when he's talking about like losing his job and his friends, and he needs somebody to talk to, and she ain't there.
Because he told her to go home?
He did. He told her to go home, and she finally went. Now he needs her. But I found a random YouTube video of him performing the song on SNL 2 years before it even came out.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the host and musical guest.
Okay.
So he was double dipping, and he just introduced it like, yeah, I'm going to try something new tonight. Hopefully y'all like it. Here it is. And
like to hear it? Here it goes.
yeah. So he played it, and I'll link to that in the notes. But it's interesting to hear it played that way because there's a couple different changes in the song, but it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. Girl, go home. Go home. You know how rude that is?
Yeah, she's like, I love you so much. Girl, go home.
Go home. Go home. Just
like, I left my parents' house to come be with you.
Go home.
Ah.
I got something to do tonight. Go home.
And now he's like, I wish she was here.
Exactly. Exactly. And that concludes this B-side episode. We'll be back with you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.